ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, by recommendation or, yeah, recommendation. We'll go with that. From Scott W. We're going to go ahead and do a live right now in this moment and discuss where we're at and what we're doing. I'm going to start this poll for you guys to get a little bit involved and understand where we're at and what we're doing. VER, we're getting there slow and steady. Today's concept is going to be asking for help. How we all struggle with it. We all have it under control, and our cup is empty most of the time. And we just keep pouring out of that empty cup. Knowing that we have it all under control until we're broken and lost. And give me 1 second. Let me get this questionnaire put up. And then we'll go from there discussing help, what that means, how hard it can be to embrace this simple concept. What's W and James are already here. Afternoon all. I try to do one of these there today, maybe. Try to do like that. I like that right there. I broke the thing, and obviously this and that. So we're back to the black tape. We're going to try to tape this thing to the window once again. But yeah, struggle with asking for help. I don't know who else might. I know that I have to start admitting that I do because I have it all under control and I'm all right. And it's something I've been working on a lot lately. And with your help out there, my brothers and sisters in YouTube land, I think I'm coming to terms with it's all right. I should know that because I'd say it's all right for you, right? It's definitely should be all right for me. But it's hard, right? It's hard to ask for help. It's hard to admit we need it. Ask for help. I don't get it, so I don't ask. And again, yeah, sometimes we have to ask over and over again, Scott W. Over and over and over again, man. And it's and then it's this hoop and that hoop. And I'll tell you about the hoops I'm jumping through right now, with asking for my emotional help. One thing I did want to mention to you guys, I was told that even monitors have to adjust their comments to see all the comments because, like, YouTube starts you off with only showing you the top comments. Like, you hit this little thing down here for me, it pops up comment filter, chat filter, and it's top messages. That means it takes out some of the messages. We want to click that to all messages. And I think I was told you guys got to do that too to see all messages, or YouTube will just filter through. We want to see what everybody's got to say out there in YouTube land. I'm always the one giving help. Yes, that's exactly, and then we lose track of what the help we need, man. The help that works for us. When's it's James' time to be able to be vulnerable and open himself up and receive help? When's it Scott W's time? When's it Traveling Scott's time to accept help? It's fucking, we get so in tuned and so ingrained to just giving and doing and giving and doing. You can't do that forever. You're not superheroes. We're human. And I think that we've developed something here to be able to come to terms with that. Like, it's okay to ask for help, man. It's okay to know that at times your cup is empty, my friends, my family out there on YouTube. And, I'm doing my best here over a cup of coffee. I just met some fine people here at Dunkin' Donuts this afternoon. Some amazing human beings that want to help. I've struggled with my mental health my entire life. And, I find these places and these things that put me in this amazing place, and I do well. And, and then I find myself in this other place that I've been at lately that you've all helped me to find my way out of. Myself, I like and sub. Thank you, myself. We appreciate having you here today. Welcome to the Turtle Herd. We're going to conversate about a little bit. We are conversating a little bit about accepting help, what that means, in any given way, especially with emotional help maybe today, is because that's what I'm working on, trying to find some other avenues and see what could help us emotionally find stability in our lives so that we can be whole and spread love and appreciation and have that love and appreciation for ourselves. As men, especially, we are ingrained that we care and caregiving, and without even knowing it, I think we're just deluded into believing that we're the ones that carry all the burden and the weight, and then that's the way it should be. It's okay to ask for help is where I'm at today, where I've been at for a while. And the big thing that I'm trying to express and open my heart up to. Scott W. Implored that he was ready to go to do some monitoring today, and I just got done with this meeting with a couple of amazing human beings. If you guys have been around, you know that I went and asked for help with my anxiety a while ago. That I went to the psychiatric health center, the emergency room, CPAP here in Syracuse, New York, and they put me back on the medications I was on to help alleviate that anxiety a bit. Kids, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. We're discussing the process of accepting help, for me and what the process I'm in to try to kind of maybe help expose people in taking that step and asking for help. And hello to you there, kids. We appreciate you coming in today. I hope you're doing well, and if you're not, I hope you feel comfortable expressing yourself in a positive way so that we can move forward and appreciate what we have. 75% out of 4, so 3 out of 4 struggle with asking for help. That seems about right, and I'm sure that number will grow over time, and we can figure it out together how to ask for help. It's one of these simple things that are just can be beyond complicated when we're inside our own heads, and then we're used to just giving and giving and giving, and then that resentment comes up for the rest of the world, because when we need it, there's nobody there, right? Because everybody's just used to us being the ones to handle it all. But wherever you are in life, you're human. You're valuable, and there's I don't even know how to explain it. It's hard to reach out and ask for that help, and that's what I'm doing something different, right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm doing something different. I'm asking for help with my my inability to be emotionally stable. These epic highs of amazing traveling and excitement and love and appreciation and expressing there's a way out from the pain helps me to find a way through the pain. That's one piece of the puzzle. This moment is one piece of the puzzle. Coming together with appreciation and acceptance, for me is one piece. I went down and I'm on medication right now. I'm taking this gabapentin. At the moment, I don't believe in medication completely. I don't want to be on it forever, but who knows what tomorrow's going to bring. And right in this moment, it's helped me to alleviate this immense anxiety that controls me. What kind of anxiety do you have? I'm not sure what kind of anxiety I have. I know that it's paralyzing. I know that before I started taking this medication, I sat on the couch for 2 weeks doom scrolling on my phone. This thing here that can become toxic. And I stressed to the point where, anytime I didn't look at the screen, my mind was ruminating, rolling around in circles in pain. And I had to ask for help. I was lucky enough to been on some medication before in the past that I got off of. And I went and asked for it, and I got it. But that's not the end of the journey when it comes to accepting help. That's just the first step. I took another step today by calling the outpatient center that I had some problems getting a hold of after that. And they met me here today at Dunkin' Donuts. And we went over, they gave me a suggestion for a primary care doctor that just started and a couple outpatient places that they referred me to that I can call to try to get into for some therapy. And, another person that calls and helps you work on the game plan and stay on track about whatever the game plan is. I don't even know, man. I'll be real with you. I don't have a clue. This is a new thing for me, a whole new adventure. Of trying to find peace and harmony and stability in the long term. And if you struggle with asking for help like I have my entire life, you're in the right place. If you struggle with pain and grief and anxiety and loss, and you have an empty cup that you continue to pour out of, we're here for you. The turtle herd's here for you with love, compassion, appreciation, respect, and hope. Hey there, MD. MD is here for you. James and Scott W., all these amazing human beings. Feel free to reach out, communicate in any way that you need to. MD, I was told that to get all the chats, even for the monitors and the people in the chat, you have to click on and change your chat filter from top to all. That might help us see all the comments, I guess. I'm not sure. But that's what I was told, so that's what I did. And when I hit it, it says top, and then it goes to all. So something we're going to try to do from now on to make sure that everybody's heard, so that we can move forward. And this is hard for me to express myself completely and ask for help and to feel vulnerable, man, but I'm going to be open and honest about the journey and where it goes with all of you out there, so that you can see how it goes. Is it going to work? I don't know. I can't tell you it will. If you're in pain out there, counseling, therapy, trying to find a balance, putting all these puzzle pieces together, reaching out and listening to good music and all these things that I've been trying to do, or I've been doing. I'm not going to diminish where I'm at or what I've been doing. Can seem so simple and asinine, but I'm telling you, all these little things add up to being in a place where you can find peace in your heart. And I strive because I have love and compassion because of the pain that I've felt. And I don't want you to be in that place. So please communicate with us here today if you struggle with anything. Anybody who communicates with us clear, and expresses themselves and where they're at, that's one small step forward. And we're going to put you onto the ceiling of champions up here, so that you can be acknowledged for taking that first step of expressing yourself. And even if it's a little struggle, you won't be judged. If it's something huge, you won't be judged. This is an open, honest place for you to communicate and spread love and appreciation. I tell my sister everything. And that's great, MD. MD gets the first spot on there for being open and honest. She's on here a bunch of times, but there we are, MD. I appreciate you expressing yourself to your sister. That's a beautiful piece of the puzzle. Anybody else out there might have a piece of the puzzle that can help us be a little bit more emotionally sound. That's the concept we're here trying to express today, to lean on each other and to find compassion and love and appreciation for each other, for ourselves first. The big dog would always say, you take care of yourself, your family, and your community. It's really hard because I think that, especially as a man who's been conditioned to take care of, puts ourself aside. And women do this as well. I'm sure you're a lot of caregiver women that, all the only validation we get is through caring for others. And we need to find a way to be okay with taking care of ourselves first. That's the first step, being open and honest and communicating, just like MD did there, sharing a little bit of what helps her. She communicates with her sister, and that helps. And we're gathering tools here. I'm trying to express to you guys the tools that this great man who became a father figure helped me find. And I'm trying to utilize those tools and hand them out, and understand what he meant through all these beautiful things that he said to me about compassion and love and taking care of ourselves first. Over and over again, he told me that, and I didn't understand what he meant. And it's getting clearer as time goes by. I know now that I've been pouring out of an empty cup for years, and the traveling fills my cup up completely when we do this traveling thing. And then I'm able to be compassionate and loving and pull together this group of amazing human beings. When I set myself free from all these things that crush me, and then I come back to it and I end up falling into this place. And it's been a cycle in my life. And I'm looking to break that cycle. I hope you could break that cycle too. If you're stuck out there in a place of struggling and you're striving for something more, you're in the right place. You're cared for, and you're deserving of something more. Just as much as you believe the people you love are deserving of beauty and compassion in their life. It's very easy for us caregivers, to get validation through caring and loving for others. If you could figure out a way to really understand that you deserve that as much as they do, that's a huge step forward. I don't see any comments down here from any of our wayward travelers. I do see some hearts popping up. I was wondering if it froze up on me a little bit. If you guys even just want to type a little bit of anything in there to assure that we're communicating together would be great. I don't know if my thing tends to freeze up every once in a while. Do for you today. Get yourself that milkshake, or for me, I know it sounds like some packaged shit, but a little milkshake every once in a while is a treat for me. That helps me. You get out and take a hike on this beautiful sunny day. I was gonna go make some spark driving money, but I think I'm gonna go pick up my niece and nephew, and we're gonna go take a little bit of a walk on this last beautiful day here in Syracuse, New York. I'm gonna hit this chat filter one more time, hit all that one, and then I'm gonna change it back to all messages again. I feel like I'm not here. I know that we got 6 people in, and that's great. It's great to have you all. It's great to see you here. The key for me is communication. It's to open ourselves up and express ourselves in a way that'll help us move forward. And that's where I'm at. Slow and steady, nice and easy. I appreciate all the love and appreciation floating up there on the side of the screen. That means the world to me. Um, that 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 we can come together as brothers and sisters and find a sense of peace. Um, and acknowledge this struggle of asking for help. It's somehow it's become ingrained in us that we're weak, or that there's something, that there's something shameful about asking for help. Um, I'm mad I missed it. What did you miss, Scott W? See, am I still missing comments? Because all I see is okay. Here we go. Let's see. The three people talking, and three people talking. The fire last night was awesome. The fire last night was absolutely epic, and there's a couple little clips on my page that show some of the beautiful music from Misled Utopia, who jammed us through, and then the live is there. If you ever want to catch a good fire, we had a good bonfire last night. Three people are talking. I'm mad I missed it. Well, we're glad you're here now. Here comes the chat, and I didn't get a notification. Same. That's rough. I think that we have to start tickling the algorithm a little bit more, and that's part of the goal. This is part of the puzzle. And whether it just be us, or maybe we could pick up a couple more turtle members along the way, I think that would be beautiful. I think it is a beautiful thing. Help us all learn and grow. And it's good to take a few days off. I know you had mentioned you had a lot going on. I watched it, was a badass. I'm glad that you got to see it, Scott W. Part of the puzzle for me of getting help for myself is getting out and getting physically active. I have to admit that I haven't been. But getting to my mother's house, my stepfather, who was married to my mother, married another amazing woman before he passed, and we've become very close, and she's my mother. And I helped her take a shed apart, and I organized some stuff out there. I met somebody to look at the trailer. I got a decent offer from a great dude I'd love to take, but it's a little lower than what I'm trying to take. I got a couple calls this morning. Someone wants to go see it. Someone's in Buffalo, offered me $4,500 without even looking at it. And then, they said I'd text them when I was done with my thing, and they didn't hit me back. So who knows? And I told them I'd take the $4,500. That's where I'm at. And if not, then I'll take a little bit more time, because, we deserve to be in a good vehicle the next time we travel, right? I told my wife I would like to fly up there and have a fire, and she laughed at me. Fly up here, man. It can't be that much. We're having another one at Friday, on Friday out at Gwen's house, and you'd be more than welcome to come up, man. I know that it's short notice or whatever, but Friday we're definitely burning some more of that shed, and it's going to be a bonfire this time. You think the last one was good? We got a big old pile this time to burn down, whole big old shed. Next weekend I'm off, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I drive to you, Scott, and chill. I would love to have you come chill for a couple days, brother. If you can make that happen, you are welcome at my house. I'm working on getting it together, just like I'm working on taking care of myself, good sir. And you are more than welcome. I'd love to have you come up for the weekend. Despite the weather, and how it'll be, we'll find some hiking, or we'll just chill, or whatever, man. I'd love to have you come to the house and relax for a couple days. That'd be a beautiful gift, man. I'd really appreciate that. Send me the Addy and I'm coming. All right, brother. I'll send you my address in Discord. And we'll see you next weekend. That sounds like a blessing of a plan, man. Good friend coming and accepting that help. I'm accepting that help from my good friend who wants to come and chill, Scott W. It'd be a pleasure to finally meet you face to face. That's great, man. It's on that right there gives me a boost of appreciation and confidence that we're going to move forward. And man, it's a blessing to have you. And hopefully what I'm going through, I know it's helping you, because what you're going through is helping me, brother. Your channel, starting small as it is, the way it is, has still helped me a lot there, Scott W. If you're looking for a little motivation, Scott W's got some awesome little shorts there of him pushing forward with his yeet, yeet, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I think I did it right. Is that right? Yeet, yeet? Is that the one? I really like the end of your videos, man. But to get back to it a little bit, too, accepting help, asking for help. What's going on? Are you all right? Are you holding up? I'd love to hear from anybody out there listening. How are you doing? Good, bad, or indifferent? This is the place to lay it out there. And give us all a sense of purpose to come together as a group with an open, loving heart. MD's coming too. Are you coming, MD? Feel free. You got to hop the pond, but you're more than welcome to come on up. It'd be a hell of a weekend if we had MD hop the pond and come see us, wouldn't it, Scott W? You are more than welcome at my place, MD, James. How about that, James? Scott will be here next weekend, man. We can make it we can make it a thing, brother. It'd be great to see. Great to see you. Be great to see you. Maybe you can't drive with the knee or whatnot, but say you guys could caravan. Wouldn't it be amazing, right? We get the whole monitoring crew up here. We'd have to get Crank to fly up too, right? We get all of us up here doing our thing. And I know my stepmother up there at Sandy Creek is always up for a fire. I promised my niece that we'd go back up there Friday and spend some time with her so that we could have another bonfire. Hopefully by then I could have this trailer sold. We'll see. I'm going to take that slow and steady. But yeah, it's taking care of ourselves can be a complicated thing, man. And slow and steady, man. Do the next right thing for yourself. And that can be hard to define. It can be hard to define what the next right thing is. I don't want to interrupt, but yes, I'm coming. This is going to be awesome to chill, be able to relax and breathe. Of course, man. It makes me feel blessed that I'll have someone to share my space with, and that's the first thing. Right there. Reach out, man. And even if you don't know what to say, that's fine. You reach out here right now. You can reach out to someone you love. Go and take the step to do it. Hell yeah, man. I'm really appreciative that you're coming up, and we'll hope that the weekend the weather's nice. There's some places to do some hiking. We could just chill at the house and watch some movies, whatever, man. Whatever. No expectations. And in this moment, I'm excited. I'm excited to see you, brother. And I appreciate you too, Scott W. Like I said, it's you're a piece of that puzzle to help me find peace in my heart. Through all this struggle of anxiety and depression. You've helped me through the way that you guys have accepted me in this struggle that I've been going through lately, to be open, to not be ashamed about it. And you are all superheroes for that, because I carried around this shame for many years about this cycle that I fall into, and that's not going to help me grow past it. I want to share that gift as much as I can. Does that mean that I'll always be all right? No, not at all. No, it does not. But it does mean that we're figuring it out together, and I'm deeply appreciative to be here with you all in this moment. Two Scots, not from Scotland. Yeah, yeah. Well, two Scots going to Scotland, hopefully, eventually. What do you think about that? I've always wanted to take a little hike through Europe. Try to get excited again. I'm getting excited again about the possibilities of life and not getting wrapped up in all these things that hold me back. Saying yes to these beautiful things without worrying about what it's going to be and how's it going to go and what am I going to say and blah, 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 and all this ruminating that consumes me. It's a blessing to have a friend come and spend some time. You can't be 100% of the time. I appreciate that, MD. That's a hell of a quote. And you can't be 100% of the time. And we also need to allow the people we care for to help fill our cups and be open with them. You can't really be open with everybody. I understand that. There's only so much. You don't want to be a burden, right? The crazy thing is we don't want to be a burden on the ones that we love. But I'm telling you, through experience, starting to open up, when we open up, it allows them to open up. And there's a lot going on with those people that you care for. And you can help each other by weathering the burden together. This concept, inspire good medicine. Positive vibes, Scott. Thank you, Inspire. It's good to have you in today. Hit that like button, and I appreciate you being part of the turtle herd. It's good to have you. We're just reflecting on accepting help and how that can be, this simple concept can be such a struggle. And what I'm doing in this moment to accept help and reach out, whether I know what the answer is or not. I gotta through today. I got a good lead on a doctor and start taking care of myself physically, and a good lead on some outpatient for my emotional well being, and I'll keep you guys informed on how that's going every step of the way. This is a part of that medicine. Welcome all donations, top of the screen to like. Yeah, double tap that screen. So says Scott W. Your thumbs won't fall off, and they do. We always thought they shouldn't have, as the big dog would say. You do the next right thing to the best of your ability, and we're trying to figure that out here together as a group in this moment. Lady J, AMD, I love you, my beautiful friend. She loves you. It's awesome to see you, Lady J, as always. We're expressing ourselves on ways to ask for help, ways to be comfortable and confident, and allowing our cup to be filled by others. And that can be a stressful thing for a caregiver. It can be a nearly impossible thing. But I'll tell you from personal experience that you can only pour so much out of that cup until it's empty. To do, Lady J. Love you too, sweetheart. Look, we got 11 votes in so far. 73% of 11 people say that they struggle with asking for help. That sounds about right. I appreciate everybody who's answered the poll there and expressed themselves. Feel free to express yourself here in the comments with how you answered and what you possibly struggle with and what you don't. You just got to say, I'm here, and that's it. We'll put you up onto the roof, the wall, the roof of champions. I don't want to take you off the duct tape I got to the window right now because then I got to retape you. But I don't know if you can see, there's some names there. The whole roof is plastered with names of people that have expressed themselves in a positive way. And all you got to do is reach out, say, I'm here. If you say, I'm here, that's enough for us to know that you appreciate being here with us. What was the final totally on the vote for the fire? I didn't, you know what? I was so exhausted by the time the bonfire was over. I just kind of like cut it off and I didn't even look. But I'm assuming, I mean, what was it? It was in the 90s or something like that, but I was still kind of confused that not everybody loves a good bonfire. That blew me away. And I thought for sure that was going to be a hundo. I'm kind of right on track. I kind of assumed around 75% here, with this poll would understand how much of a struggle it can be to ask for help. And maybe you can maintain that. Maybe you can maintain it for a day. Maybe you can maintain it for a month. Maybe you can maintain it for a year. Maybe you can maintain it for a lifetime, but how happy are you going to be continuously pouring from that cup that nobody else is helping to fill? Not allowing ourselves to be open and express ourselves. I don't believe that, you can, maybe I'm wrong. I don't speak because I know I'm right. I speak because I'm seeking the truth here with you with an open, honest heart about accepting this and about moving forward. And I know for me, that pouring from that empty cup causes nothing but struggle and pain. Thank you, James. 10 views and 10 likes. Yeah, we're right there. I see 9 likes, 9 views. It's good to have everybody in today. It's good to, we're starting back from the bottom again when it comes to exposure here on YouTube. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that I believe that anybody who needs to be here and hear this will hear this, and I know it will help because it's brought us together. It's brought MJ and James and Crank and Lady J and Anna and Shortcake and and Chillum and all these amazing human beings that have opened themselves up. We got John and Ryan and his and hers landscaping and styling and Koala and Roy Boy and Chillum and Misled Utopia and Overdose, known as AKA Nicholas, James Phillips and Jamie and Banana and Roger Hess and Papa Jack and Edith and Beth and James and Snow. All these amazing Sally, all these amazing people that open themselves up and express themselves. I know that are a part of this and are seeking help as well through just expressing yourself in a beautiful, positive way. Message has been deleted by MD. Yeah, well, you must have said something MD didn't like too much. But I get curious. Maybe that's part of it. I'm like, I want to see what they said and respond to it. If it is a negative thing, Yeah, don't worry. I'm in a good place today, MD. Don't worry too much. I'm kind of curious about what these people are saying. We have love too, lady. Maybe we can help them set down the boulder. If you're out there expressing yourself in a negative way, who was it? What was that kid's name? There was a kid that was coming in here. I forget what his name was, but he was just like tearing through, trying to hand that boulder of paint off, and we kept, letting him know that he could get attention without handing that paint, and eventually, he came in and say, "Hey guys," and he was happy to be here. I can't remember his name at the moment. He was a good kid, and he finally calmed down and he was coming in and saying hello and sticking around for a while. I think that a lot of people that jump on here and say things, it's just like being, mean to your server. Someone's handing these people pain, and, I'm not going to get hurt by the painful things they say. So, I'm going to acknowledge that you're trying to hand pain, because you're in pain, and we're going to have compassion for anybody who says some things, unless they're blatantly like racist or like sexist or super ridiculous. Maybe give them one shot. Let them say ridiculous things. We'll express how we feel. And I don't know. I appreciate you, MD. I'm just trying to figure out, a way to kind of to be able to express to these people, to be able to see it and acknowledge the pain they're in. Because whoever you blocked, for whatever reason you blocked them, they're in pain. And if you're still out there listening, we have compassion for you. You're trying to hand that boulder of pain. That's all we know, right? You're asking. People don't know how to ask for help. But we know how to pass the boulder. The world teaches us how to pass the boulder of pain. And and that's all we know. And it goes back and forth, and you hand me a pebble and I hand you a bigger one, then you hand me back a bigger one, and then I get on YouTube because my life is out of control and everybody treats me like shit. So I want to talk shit to somebody who's on there to feel good about myself, because it feels good instantly to hand that boulder of pain. It feels fucking amazing right now to hand that boulder of pain off. But that's only instant gratification. And there's very few things that are instant gratification that carry us through and gratify us completely and help us learn and grow. And no one says that, right? We just all go around passing the pain around, because it feels good right now. And I'm going to, and I do it too when I get upset or I feel like I'm in pain, and then, and I get hurt or I feel offended. There are times where I pass that boulder of pain around. 360. Hey, Scott, always spreading the light. Love it. Well, we appreciate being here. I appreciate you being here today, 360, spreading a little light into my life, expressing yourself. I was going to roll a cigarette, but let's commend you here for expressing yourself today, 360. Right here on the seal and the champions. We're going to flip down the visor and put you on the other side there, 360. Make sure I write your name correctly. We always call you 360, but it's amazing to have you in, and you just expressing that spreads light, and we appreciate you. Everybody here, the entire turtle herd, anybody else listening, you're appreciated. Express yourself, please. We love to hear from you, good, bad, or indifferent. And if you're in pain, let us know. If you can't, you want to hand the boulder, feel free, because no one here is going to take it. We're going to take that boulder and set it right down at your feet, because neither you or I deserve to be in that pain. And I understand that in this moment. That can be a hard thing to grasp when we're angry and lost and broken and fear and pain that we just can't admit. We're going to handle it. We're going to do what we've been taught. We're going to continue this cycle of pain by handing the pain. Right? We're going to continue this cycle of pain. We're going to alleviate our pain by fucking handing it to somebody else, right? Give you a bigger boulder and take a nice big sigh of relief that I hurt you more than you could ever hurt me. That's instant gratification. It might feel good. It definitely feels good in the moment. But I'm telling you from experience, that's toxicity. You're filling your cup with poison by doing that. You want to fill your cup with cool ice water, with love and respect and compassion, and we do that by communicating openly, with love and compassion and an open, honest heart. That's why I don't understand in YouTube, like putting me on the top comments, putting us all on the top comments when we jump onto something like this. If you are watching and you want to see all the comments without YouTube's filter taking out what they think is relevant, click on that little thing down there at the bottom and go from top comments to all comments, and you can see what everybody says, I guess. This is something that was just pointed out to me recently, because we want to see all the comments, and I know that you got a protective nature there, MD, But let's start by talking it out first. Let's try that, especially when I'm in my right mind. If I'm not feeling well on those days, you feel free to get rid of that shit if I can't handle it. I feel like I can handle it today. I feel like a little negativity would be okay because I can reflect on that negativity and know that that person's in pain. Um, have been timed out for 10 minutes. Good. I trust you. I trust you. I'm just trying to, maybe set a standard here for certain times. We can handle things differently at certain times. And I think that, especially with the theme of today, asking for help, most people ask for help by lashing out, because they're in so much in pain that they need to hand that boulder because that's all they know. That's all they've been shown. That's all I was given as a child till I found my father figure who helped me to understand that when I take that boulder of pain and I make it bigger through my anger and my unacceptance of what they just had to say, and I hand them back a bigger boulder of pain to hurt them, I'm just continuing a cycle of pain. My cup is now full of poison, and that's all I can pour out. If that's what's in my cup, it's fucking poison, right? These people are they're toxic right now, because something's going on with them or you or whoever. Let's see. Well, I love to throw my boulder of pain. Yes, dude. Thank you for Scott W. Thank you for admitting that today. We're going to put you right up here. We're filling up this backside of the visor. Scott W. Once again, onto the ceiling of champions, recognized for expressing himself in a full open way. I love to freaking throw that boulder of pain too, but where does it get us? Has it ever really helped you to heal? That's a serious question. I'd love to answer for it here in the comments, brother. Now no one will catch my boulder of pain. Yeah, because all it does is push people away, man. And no matter what we say, we're meant to weather the burden together. I believe that. I've pushed a lot of people away, through my expectations and through the way I was taught to hand the boulder of pain, through my mother's ability, this ability to communicate in a way that's clear and decisive. She had that, but she used it in a very negative way, and she could hurt people, and that's the tool I used as a child. I could say things in a way that will destroy you because you handed me a boulder of pain. And that never really helped me to heal, and I didn't even understand that I was doing this until this concept was expressed to me by Hawanase. And his amazing understanding of things. And if I'm falling a little bit up behind, just have an open heart. I'm gonna do my best to read everybody's comments today. LOLMD, still working at the hospital. You'd been hit. Sally, it's good to see you today. I appreciate you, Sally. Rose, it's nice to see you as well. Sally, hello, I'm talking to my phone. It's Traveling Scott on YouTube. I'm doing a live on YouTube. If you scan the bunny, we're talking about positivity and accepting help. So I got a group of friends in here that I'm chatting with, and I seen you look, and I was like, her name must be Sally. Yeah. Yeah, it was nice chatting with you. Have a blessed day. The amazing human being, right? Anyway, so her name isn't Sally. Rose, it's good to see you. Indeed, Scott W. Morning, Rose, he says. Rose, Scott W., long time no see. Rose is inquiring. How you been there, Scott W.? Rose, good morning to us all as well. Wavy from Sally. Thank you for the little hearts and stuff flowing up the side. That really helps to keep me motivated and feel appreciated, guys. You're absolutely amazing. Scott W. Rose, I'm okay. Thanks for asking. Rose, Mary, how are you? I really miss you all. Well, we're having a bonfire this weekend, Rose, in Sandy Creek, New York. Whoever wants to come out is welcome to stay at my house, even though it's kind of a shit show. I'll make it presentable for you. But Rose, you are definitely welcome. I forgot exactly where you said you were, because it's hard for me to maintain all this information. But just give me a second. I'm getting caught up. But yeah, PR Rimmel. I probably slaughtering your name. Maybe it just takes time and patience to heal. I think there's no maybe about it there, PR. It definitely takes time and patience to heal, and I appreciate you expressing yourself. That's going to grab you a spot on the roof of the old Galactic Avenger on the inside of the visor here. I'll spell your name properly. Pina Pine. I think you, oh my God, did you tell me you did? I'm so horrible. Can we just call you PR? Because I have a memory span of a goldfish, and I do remember you. I just get dyslexic and I get excited, and but you're right there. PR, and we appreciate you for everything you do and expressing yourself here today. If there's anybody waiting for me to see your comments, just give me some time. I'm getting there. I'm happy to see you all, and I'm doing all right. Rose, that's amazing. Sally, it's good to see. How is everyone doing? Sally would really like to know if there's anybody out there. How you doing? Good, bad, or indifferent? Sally cares. She's an amazing human being. Fucking brilliant, she says. Says MD, PR, hello, Sally, nice. Rose, I'm overseas. Father works has been a rough time of the month. Well, I appreciate you expressing yourself, Rose. That's going to grab you another spot up here onto the ceiling of champions. Rose, you're a champion and you're an amazing human being for expressing yourself today through the struggle. I appreciate you very much. 360 says hello to MD. YouTube doesn't show your chat until change the settings. Thanks, Scott. Yeah. So if you're out there on YouTube and you want to see all the comments, you have to change the settings from top messages to all messages. And we're going to start doing that as a standard so that we can communicate fully with each other. And feel free to do so if you want to see all the comments. I did so I could see all your comments. Sally, thank you for the compassion. Rose, too much going on, so I haven't been able to get on lives. Rose, we understand that completely, and I appreciate you expressing yourself. Again, you're already on the ceiling of champions today because you are a champion. And we're expressing how we need to reach out for help. I'm doing my best too. I've met with some people today so that I could get a referral to an intake for therapy, and a referral to a doctor who just started a practice that would have a spot for me. And that's the phone calls I'm making afterwards. I have been taking this medication that I've been given for my anxiety, and it's helping a lot. If you're out there and you struggle with the concept of taking medication, believe me, I struggle with that concept. But would you struggle with taking a crutch if your leg was broken? That'd be ludicrous. Like, dude, the fucking crutch, man. It's the same thing, and we've got to come to terms with that without shame. And that's where I'm at, expressing myself fully with vigor, love, and respect, and open, honest communication so that we can pick up the tools together. If you're out there and you feel alone, or you feel broken, or it's just a rough day, that's okay. The turtle herd's here for you, and all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. You're part of that turtle herd. You double tap that screen, and your thumbs won't fall off. I heard it's got all the vitamins and nutrients you need for the day. Lady J says, really want to be with you guys, but visiting a friend right now, so can't stay. I love you. Thank you, Lady J, saying hello to all the turtles. We're going to be doing a fire on Friday again. If anybody wants to join us, another bonfire. It's going to be a fatty. Throwing my boulder of pain. Floating my boulder of pain has never helped me or anyone else. Thank you, Scott W. I'm going to put a little emphasis on your thing up here for the open, honest communication, brother. Yes, it's hard to admit that, right? Throwing that boulder of pain that feels so good when you do it does nothing but fill your cup with poison. Does nothing but hurt everybody around you, and you deserve better. Who knows if that person that you're hurting deserves better? Them. You know what I'm saying? You got to take care of you. You got to fill your cup with positivity, love, and hope. And we call it eating a shit sandwich sometimes, right? But in reality, you win when you don't accept that boulder of pain, that negative, nasty thing someone might say to you, and you set it down and you realize that person's in pain. Have compassion for that person that's saying things to hurt you. It's a hard thing to do. It's nearly impossible, but that person's in so much pain that they're trying to hurt you to feel better. If we can acknowledge this, we can move past it a bit. I truly believe that. And to have the balls to admit that, you've handed that boulder of pain and all it does is grow the pain in your life. Scott W., you're goddamn champion, brother. And I appreciate you, because it's hard to admit. I know. I'm sitting here trying to admit it all right now and be open and honest with you guys. And it's not easy, man. It's not easy to ask for help. I'm here right now asking for help, asking for you guys what you might do to find a sense of peace. What's part of the puzzle you've learned? Give us a quote from someone that's inspired you. You give us a quote today of inspiration, that gets you onto the ceiling of champions as well. We're gonna fill up this visor. I'm gonna see you guys every single time I block the sun, and we'll have a reminder of his and hers landscaping and country and Edith and sports page, Facebook, or whatever, sports book page. Fuck, I know he's here. Misled Utopia, Jamie, Banana, G Stoney. You're all amazing human beings that have expressed themselves in a beautiful way. Bless you, Jillian. Yep, bless you, Lady J. Take care, lady. Everybody says their fine farewells to Lady. I'm not crazy. 360, me neither. Nah, me neither. I'm not crazy. Well, nah, me neither. Well, fucking, you know what I mean? Maybe you don't. I'm not. I'm just up and around. We're all who we need to be in this moment. That's the point, you know? And this label of crazy, and this stigma of what we deal with inside of our mind, because it's not a broken leg. You can't see it. You can't define it. And what works for one person doesn't work for another. And it makes it very complicated, to reach out and ask. Overseas, Sally says. And 360, you're not crazy. You're in the right place, brother. I think we're all doing well to express ourselves. And you're an amazing human being for expressing yourself today. We already got you up there for today. Gotcha. I'm not in the us. I took my flight from New York. She's not in the U.S. Well, we appreciate you at least being up for it. Oh, you're in she's from California. I know that. Here's the thing, Rose. I know that as soon as you say it. It's just hard to keep track of this, especially you're used to meeting. It's hard for me to keep track of people when I meet them face to face, and what the particulars are, let alone like this. But I do know and appreciate and respect the bond that we're creating here together, Rose. You're an amazing human being, and you're welcome to the bonfire. Oh, Rose Q, well done, Scott. Yes, well done, Scott W. Go, Scott. Hugs. Thank you, Sally. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a positive, loving. You're a piece of this puzzle. You're a piece of the puzzle for me to find hope. And be able to ask for help without diminishing myself, and know that it's okay, despite the fact that I don't know what fucking any of it means. Say ask for help. What's that mean? I don't know. Does that mean therapy? Does that mean, some kind of life coach or whatever they said to help me stay on track with who I should call and what I should do, help me stay accountable? Sure, that sounds like something worth giving a try. Both of those things, does talking to them and them talking about getting a real doctor who I've never been to, never had a blood panel. I've never had this. You have your emotions checked. What is that? Your whatever's checked, and I haven't been to the doctor my entire life. And for them, that's getting help. Being opened to the possibility of what may be is allowing help in your life. Give me a boulder. I need to build a new house. Yeah. Believe me, you don't want my boulders, MD. And I don't carry any around anymore with me. I set those sons of bitches on the ground where they belong. Those boulders of pain are heavy. They're too heavy for any of us to bear. You don't deserve a damn one. MD Rose, we love you. Thank you for everything, guys. Thank you for the little hearts down on the side. Really mean a lot. 360. The crazy comment was in reference to the lady watching you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she definitely looked at me like I was nutbag. But that's the thing, with an open honest heart, this is what I'm doing. This is where we're at. It's a pleasure. She had a smile on her face. There's a positive interaction right there. She could have looked, the way she looked at me, I could have got offended. I could have easily been like, this bitch over here, judging me and blah blah blah, because not like she was handing a boulder of pain, but that look she gave me was a pebble of pain. And in the past, I'd have took that pebble and been like there's a problem, right? There's no problem. Everything's all right. She's just confused. I'm talking to my phone here, duct tape to the fucking window, maybe I'd look at that a little bit crazy too. We're at 17, 71% of people of 17 say that they struggle with asking for help. Well, you're in the right place there, 71%. We're figuring out how to do so and even what that means. Where are you from, boss? Amen. I am from Kirkville, New York. There, good sir or madam. Amen. Aman. That's probably what it is. New York, USA, Rose. If you guys are on there and comment and just give me a little time, I implore you to comment, chat among each other. Our monitors are really good at, especially when I fall a little bit behind, making sure that you're heard. We want you to be heard here. Especially when we're having these conversations. I want you to express yourself and feel comfortable doing so that we can figure out what it even means to accept help, what it means to ask for help. I've done it myself my whole life. And I say all this beautiful stuff. I've had this epiphany of weathering the burden together, and I still struggle with what that even means. So we're going to explore that concept together today, guys. I'm going to read every single comment. It might take me some time. Aman, I would love to see you in timing, if timing right. Yeah, brother, I'd love to see you too. We're having a bonfire on Friday, Aman. Oh, look, we're at the bottom. Be right back. You're welcome, man, to join us if you're anywhere around New York or you can get here. That's how you start, by reading every single comment. Right. We get back to the basics, the essentials. I want to make sure everybody's heard, and I'm on there. We appreciate you. I think I responded properly. Another thing I realized about this is I kind of like get in my own thing, and I miss, I'm kind of dyslexic. I am dyslexic, kind of, very dyslexic. And I tend to, not even misread, but sometimes I don't realize it until I read later that there's a different conversation going on. So, but that's what I'm working on that. And I appreciate everybody expressing themselves today. This has been a beautiful conversation. And I feel good. I feel good about reaching out today and trying a different avenue of help. I feel good about expressing myself openly and honestly without any shame. There's no shame. When are you getting back to your game, Scott? Back to your game. The rolling the dice game. It'll come soon. And then I've been thinking about that a bit lately. We'll start rolling the dice again. We'll have a roll of the dice coffee talk in the morning when I can have like a nice long chunk where I determined to do 2 or 3 hours, and we can roll the dice together, and we can put a bunch of people up onto the roof of the Galactic Avenger for taking the chance and rolling the dice. The dice game was awesome, and that really did help us as well. I think another stage of us, me getting back on track with the YouTube channel is creating some more shorts. I've got a handful of videos, and I want to make some of those kind of tickle the algorithm a little bit so that that seems to help with how our exposure goes. Lately, even through this, our managed time, or what is it called? Our average time has been way up. I mean, when we had those 10,000, 25,000 view days, our average view time was 30 to 35 seconds, which is great for that many people, I think. I don't know. But lately, it's been 3 to 5 minutes. So quality over quantity is what we're focusing on. But get back into the fun stuff here too. As I'm pulling myself back to this positive place. I just slow and steady. Today's about us. Today's about really focusing on the concept. But our game, that's our game, Rose. We developed it here together, all the rules and the concepts. Know Your Roles, a fun game where we roll the dice. And you can win by rolling a couple, either doubles or tens, or you can recommend a winner by rolling 11s, I think. I don't know. I got the game board in the back. We'll get back into that soon. Maybe we can add a couple more rules to it. I thought that was fun when we were building this game together and adding the rules together. But and the symbolism of knowing, that we have to get out there and roll the dice today. That's what I did today. I rolled the dice without knowing. I don't know what asking for help is going to do or where it's going to bring me, but I know what not asking for help does and where it brings me. I truly want to help people find that place. This YouTube channel was started to kind of show that in any situation, despite my POS Dodge Avenger that I ripped the passenger seat out and made a kitchenette, ripped the back seat out, see my feet in the trunk so I could live and travel minimally. That was the excitement of it in the beginning with all the shorts and stuff. And, I've always wanted to it started as a video journal years ago with the understanding that I could do something with it to help other people because I've struggled with my mental stability, and I know that part of that's biological and it's not my fault. Part of it's, the exposure of life and the things that I've gone through, and I know I'm sure you've gone through. Trauma makes us expect trauma, and then we live in this place of fear, and we respond in fear. Yet we can't admit that we're afraid, because it's this thing. It's a stigma on being afraid. You're afraid of loss, afraid of grief. I'll admit in this moment, I'm secure enough in myself where I lived in a place of fear that if I loved or let anybody in, that they would either die or shit in my face. And that's a hard thing to admit. Rimmel, I know you told me your name. I am poison, so I try to stay alone. I'm sad it doesn't turn out differently, but God, amazing works force me to change to little too late. No, it's never too little too late. You're here with us now. And believe me, that is the most powerful thing that you could say. To admit that I feel that I'm poison and toxic. I manifest this destiny of me being poisonous and toxic. God, if I could really, Rimmel, we're going to call you PR. We appreciate you, PR, for expressing yourself. I really want to stick with this for a second, make you understand that in this moment, your cup is full of poison. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that you're poison. You got to figure out a way to drop that boulder of pain and dump that poison out. You are an amazing human being, especially for that. And I understand that feeling of little too late. I'm 40 and I should be doing this and I don't know what I'm doing, and I get this great idea of doing the next right thing. And I don't consider myself a YouTuber. I consider myself someone trying to do the next right thing, and this concept that's so beautiful, but I'm so far behind. I'm a day late and $1 short. I showed up to school with no pencils or paper and an empty backpack that's torn and scattered and smells like piss, and everybody else has got everything they need. And I'm just like, but you could throw that fucking backpack away, open yourself up to Creator, and ask for help. And do our best to keep moving forward. PR, I really appreciate you appreciating yourself, but it's not too late. It's not too late. I implore you to take this moment and understand that there is value in you being here. Just the fact that you said that, and you can motivate me to understand that thought that pops into my head isn't real. That's value that you're creating into the world right now, just through you expressing yourself in a beautiful way. And I can't even say it vigorously enough to help you understand how much that helps me, how much I understand that feeling of being toxic and poisonous. But I'm trying to find a way to evaluate what makes me toxic, what has made me toxic in the past, and understand that it'll be painful, but we have to pull that pain and we have to replace it with a seed of positivity. We have to stop doing those toxic things, and we will become less and less toxic. I promise you. I know we're stuck on this comment for a while, but I really want to help you understand, PR, that you're a blessing in this moment. You are not complete shit, or you would not be able to shine the light that you're shining through me right now. I implore you to understand that you are worth it. And I know how hard it is to dump out that poison. That's all we've got. That's who we are. We covet it somehow. It becomes us to the point where we can't let it go. We got to figure out a way to let it go. Weather the burden together. Please, man, please hear me and understand that I'm with you, and I understand that thought. Do you think that I'm a poisonous piece of shit and don't deserve anything? I highly fucking doubt it. But I believe that in my moments just a couple weeks ago. And how it really started was taking the medication. That helped with the anxiety, but I'm still sitting there depressed and lost. A couple weeks go by, and I'm starting to motivate and move a little bit. One day I woke up in tears, man, just broken and in pain. And my sister texted me Brother's Day, and I don't really talk to my sister. There's a lot going on there. But I called her, and she made me promise to go to CPAP and get back on medication. She made me promise, because I was already on the medication. She made me promise to call these people on the outpatient, and I did. And it took a couple days for them to meet me somewhere, but they gave me a doctor's number that'll accept me. They gave me a referral to a couple places to get therapy, and they gave me some lady supposed to call me that's supposed to help organize, making sure I get this done, hold me accountable, and what the next step might be. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're probably at the bottom right now. We got to figure out a way to stop digging that hole. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I can tell because you're expressing yourself. You're expressing yourself fully right now, and that's the light. We're the light. The turtle herd's the light. You stop. Just put fucking shovel down. Even if you stop digging, that's fine. Let's just stop digging this hole. Let's figure out a way to slowly dump that poison out and start filling your mind with positive affirmations. You're a beautiful, amazing human being, and I know it's hard to see through what you've done and who you've been and the way you've been treated. You deserve better, PR. I just that got to me and really hit home, and you hit the nail on the head because I understand how it feels. Never too late to change, says Scott W. Thank you, Scott W. Rose. Okay, Scott, I'm sorry, but I got to go now. Well, hopefully see. I hope that I get to been able to say goodbye to you, Tommy. I see you, brother. I'm a little bit behind. Kind of got revved, wanted to make a point there with PR. Scott, how have you been, brother? I haven't seen you in a while. You okay? I haven't been, Tommy. I have not been. I have not been okay. In this moment, I'm okay because we're taking the steps and what I'm talking about here. I'm asking for help, and even whether I know exactly what that means or not, brother. And I'm trying to express these tools that I've found to help me find a way. And you being here is a blessing, man. Thank you for asking. And in this moment, yes, I'm starting to pull the pieces together. I'm taking care of myself. I'm hydrating. I'm having more conversations with you amazing human beings, and it's getting better every day. Thank you for asking, Tommy. Tommy, please express how you've been. That would mean a lot to me. Good, bad, or indifferent. Please, I'd love to know how you've been holding up. What you've been doing. Anything you'd like to say. Hey guys, my friends, I told me to come talk to you because he knows how much you all help me. Love you all so much. Gonna send a link to my friend because he used to, guys. And thank you, Lady J. Well, I appreciate you being here. And you know what? I'm glad it helps you. And I hope we're helping our new friend PR, find a way. She's hurting. Send love to PR. I don't want to slaughter his or her name any more than I have, but I just went on a little rant of how does that what she said kind of really hit home, because I understand that feeling of just being full of poison and being so toxic that we got to segregate ourselves. But all that does is fill our cup with more poison. So if you guys could send some love to our friend PR, that would be absolutely amazing. You just have to change and stick with it. Try to act of doing. Yeah, we get out there and do something, PR. Thank you, Scott W., for your reflection. That really hit home for me, and I appreciate you. It's the light at the end of my tunnel right now, PR, because I get that. And I segregate, and I don't know what to say, and then everybody, when you're feeling a little bit better, you start reaching out and you try to express, like, you should have called me and all this stuff. Like, there's nothing to be said, there's nothing to be done, and it's all just going to keep growing. It's all going to be more pain. It's all going to be more anguish. It's all going to be more, and I don't want this toxicity to spill out over everybody I love. And they all deserve better. But again, I'm telling you, it just disproves my point. Expressing yourself to people that care doesn't just help you, it helps them. You're helping me by expressing yourself fully, and Tommy, if you're still there, brother, I'd love to know how you're doing. Please, anybody out there in YouTube land, good, bad, or indifferent, we're here. So, it doesn't all have to be the woes and the bows, but it can be. They're going to let it be exactly what it is. It's a whip, whap, doodle kind of day, and we're going to strip, strap, strudel our way through it. How about that? Together. We're going to weather the burden together. You're amazing, Scott W., Rose, Tommy. You guys are absolutely amazing. I really wish I could remember how to pronounce your name, PR. But you know what? PR is a good one. I like PR. You can be our personal representative of love, respect, and open communication. If any of that resonates, will you please respond? I'd appreciate that, to not, to help me. You keep pushing towards that light at the end of the tunnel now that I've stopped digging. These things that we do to find help and to express ourselves. God, it's an amazing thing that you've been able to express yourself that way and admit that's how you feel. And I hope that you hear the vigor and truth in my heart. I don't know you, but I do know if you're trying to be a good human being, pieces of shit don't try. We struggle with this. I'm this and I'm that. Well, you're trying. You're admitting that you are toxic and you're poisonous. That's you trying. That doesn't mean you must not be a full scumbag 110,000%, because those people don't try. Those people don't feel that way. You know, if you were completely toxic and poisonous, it wouldn't bother you. You would just keep spreading poison. Um, little bit of a breath, little breather. Give you guys some time to please express yourself. Um, I'd love to hear from you, good, bad, or indifferent. This is about us coming together as a group, the Turtle Herd, with compassion, love, and appreciation. We got 19 votes now. 74 people out of 19, 74% of people out of 19 struggle with asking for help. So that's a huge indicator that it's okay, and that we all struggle with it. And I need to hear that. This is all of this is brightening the light at the end of the tunnel for me, and I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate the love and compassion and admiration that it takes to just click that button, just give that advice, just to double tap that screen, that little pebble of love that we throw into this ocean of pain. That's all it is. That first little step, that double tap, that I'm doing okay in the comments, or I'm not all right now. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to explain. You owe us nothing. But if you start somewhere, that's asking for help isn't just saying, hey, I need help. Asking for help is throwing that pebble of love into that pond of pain. Reaching out right here, right now, and saying the thing. Even if it's just, I'm not okay. We appreciate that, because there's a lot of us that aren't okay, man. I know, not to blow up anybody's spot, all the moderators here, you know what I'm saying? All the people that come in, they all feel not okay at times, and there's been some real stuff that we've all expressed that have brought us together as a group, and I implore you to start small. Take that small little step. Even if you can't say anything, even if you can't answer the poll, that's fine. If you're sitting there listening and you decide you want to get up and have a glass of water because you're not hydrating, you want to get out and get the sun in your face while it's a beautiful day out here in Syracuse, New York, then please do so, or wherever you're at. It's absolutely amazing how these small little steps can feel so pointless. But every little step forward adds into that mile that you need to go. We can't think about that 10 miles down the road that we're headed. It's a long journey. It's a long walk. You just think about that next step. As a good buddy of mine would say, just try one more time. Just take one more step. Let's break it down and do little by little. Because for me, when I fell into that dark place, it was all about all these things all at once that crushed me so completely that I was paralyzed, and it was toxic, and I felt broken, and that I had nothing to offer the world, and who the hell am I? And if that can help anybody out there in YouTube land, then it gives me a sense of purpose, and you're valued for doing so. Even if it's just the simple, I'm not okay, or I'm all right, or things are going to be okay, or this is what I do. This is the musical medicine I listen to that helps me. Misled Utopia, if you don't know who they are, beautiful musical medicine, please check them out on YouTube. If you don't know who Nako Bear is, MD, I know for sure knows who Nako Bear is. Your thoughts on Nako Bear would be appreciated, MD. I sent you a couple of those songs yesterday that really mean a lot to me. And Sublime was something that me and the boys, brought us together. And when they lost Brad, we kind of felt that pain through the pain that we lived in. And then when we lost Steve, it brought me and Rob even closer. And losing Rob, it's how, Sublime has helped me a lot. So Sublime with Rome now is beautiful as well. I don't know if my comments have frozen up. Please, someone say something. Any one of you guys saying anything would help me. Maybe I gotta do this again. I'll swap again, go to chat filter, go to top comments, then I'll swap again, go to chat filter, go to all comments. That tends to help. We've got 20 votes, 75% out of 20. Hope if you're with us, you understand it's okay to ask for help. Amen. Well, nice to hear from you. It's late. Good night. Good night, MD. Tap the screen, says MD. Well, good night, amen. We appreciate you, brother, sister, mother. for coming in and being open with us today. It seems like that got the chat rolling again, whether it was me pushing or whether it was me clickety clicking, because it tends to freeze up on us. Oh, slow and steady, nice and easy. Nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. So says the big dog, right? Not referring to myself. The big dog, the OG, Hawanase, the man among men who, you know, no matter how much I idolize him, was human. And in his words, if I woke up perfect today, there'd be no point in going on. It's the struggle that defines us and how we handle that struggle. And even if we're not handling it well for a while, it's how we find our way out that really defines us as human beings. It's how we acknowledge what our downfalls are and we work on them just a little bit. No one expects you to, even if you understand these concepts, to fully embody them right away. Amen. You are really good at pushing positivity. Well, in this moment, it's all of your love that has helped me get back here. So, and I only can be this positive because of you are part of that puzzle, man. Blake, sitting in your car, complaining, not getting you anywhere, taking to the screen. I don't know about all that. Blake, I'm not complaining. We're talking about getting into the solution here. We're talking about asking for help. We're talking about taking that first step. All those things in reality are going to help us move forward. And you're right, Blake. If I was just sitting here dwelling on the negativity, that wouldn't be helping. But I don't believe that's what we're doing here. I appreciate your input, and you stick around for a while, and see what we're really trying to do here, Blake. How are you holding up, brother? Is there anything you'd like to express yourself that may be going on, good, bad, or indifferent? I appreciate your advice there, because yes, sitting in your car and ruminating over it ain't doing shit. I've been there and I've done that and ain't done nothing. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to express that there's a way out of that, good sir. I've been a little rough thinking about the past and trying to move forward, but I've been tough. Trauma can take a toll. Thank you, Tommy. Tommy, you're a man among men for expressing yourself, and that gets you onto the visor of champions here. I'm gonna put you right onto the shield there. How's that sound, Tommy? We can chat about that just a little bit. Let's chat about that a little bit. Let's chat about the past, the future, and how it can consume us if we don't figure out a way to let it go. And I know, not to diminish your trauma at all, man. Your trauma and our trauma is trauma, and we respond in a way that can consume us and make us live in all these splits of the river all at once, and nobody can do that. Yeah, and I know that thinking of the past and what it was and what we wish it could be can consume us completely. That's where I was, man. I miss my brothers. I miss my father, this man that took me in and gave me this understanding that feels so far away at times, and I bless you, Tommy, for helping me find a reminder here. Amen. You are really good at giving advice. At times, brother, at times, I have to admit that I struggle at times quite a bit. Amen. Aman. I'm going to put you up here for giving thanks there, brother. How's that sound? A little dyslexic, a little disorganized, a little bit to this, a little bit of that, but you were very much appreciated. And I hope our buddy Blake is still in here. Are you around, Blake? How you doing, brother? I know that we had a little bit of a misunderstanding. Did I clarify that misunderstanding for you, Blake, at all? Or are you still concerned with me sitting here ruminating in my car, if that's what you think what I'm doing? Feel free to express yourself, brother. Feel free, whatever that may be. With love and appreciation in my heart, I accept whatever you have to, and whatever you feel. And with that, we're gonna take a little walk around a little bit. Let's take a little walk in the sunshine. Finish up this smoke-a-rooney. Get out of the car for a minute. And you're at the old Dunkin' in Cicero. Let's take a little walk. The car ain't going nowhere. Ain't got nothing for stealing in that bad boy. Well, as you can tell, it's a beautiful day here in Syracuse, New York. And one of the big pieces of advice that I was given from this amazing human being that took me in as a son was to give thanks in the morning. It doesn't have to be the morning. You give thanks for the ground beneath our feet and the air inside our lungs. These simple things that help us find a way. Sisters. Okay, I can't even really see it. Annie, it's good to see you. Do I have sisters? Is that what you're asking? Thank you, says Tommy. Do you hear you? I'm glad it was shared. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate you being here. And Annie, sisters. Do I have sisters? I have emotional sisters, a handful of them. Stepsisters, a couple. Biological, none full. I got, technically. A half sister, an adopted sister, a couple stepsisters, through growing up. And then Shar is my emotional sister, a beautiful woman that I express myself to. And I have a sister I don't talk to right now because of, Lena Doobie, an amazing human being who's been my sister for 20 years. And despite the fact that we don't talk, I love her deeply. And we're not talking right now. For certain reasons, but all kinds of sisters I got, if that's what you meant. We have a twin. MD has a twin. She needs some of America. Annie, my cat needs Shar, named Shar. That's awesome. That's pretty fun. True friends stab you now, dealing with my own karma. Well, that's part of moving forward, right? You're getting that help through understanding and admitting it, right? You got some karma coming back at you. All you can do is take it and understand that maybe that's what's going on. But a little levity in our life here. I don't want to get too hard in this guy's yard, but he's got a cool little setup there. I don't know if you guys can see it. The screen's a little bit dark on my end. See a couple skeletons in a lawn chair. There's a spider, whatnot. Get back to what we're talking about. Take a little walk. It's too beautiful. What's Scott W have to say? Did I miss something? See, I don't know if it's still not showing me everything or not. Chat filter. I got on all. Go none. Chat filter. All messages. Let's go here and see what modifications on anyone. I don't know. There's no delay on here. There's no whatever. I'm not sure exactly what any of this means. But I didn't see anything Scott W said. I got Anna there. True friends stab you now, dealing with consequence. Hang on one second. I'm going to put you in my pocket so I light my cigarette. It's a little windy. Like that. Give you one of those. How's that sound? It's really hard to see. I hope you guys can see well, but with the glare I can't see very well. But yeah, and if you like how I look in it, you would have loved Steve. My big digs, as we call them. He wore it better than I could ever wear it, but I wear it with pride, and I appreciate you liking it. My ears disappeared. What are we talking about? I really would like to know if I'm missing comments. I know you said something about Scott W. Get out there. Put the earth beneath your feet. If you have the ability and it's warm and nice enough, take your shoes off. Ground a little bit. We're meant to touch Mother Earth. That's part of the medicine. Accept some of the things that we've learned. What do you do to find a little sense of peace? Share that with us. Help us figure out, how to accept help, what that is, or, what pieces of the puzzle you have that may help us. I'm really disappointed that Blake popped out on us after getting so angry that we were ruminating when we weren't. I understand that, but whatever. See, that's the thing too. People in pain, right? You call them out and they have nothing to say and they just move on because you won't take their pain. See how quickly that happens? you know. So we got to be okay with it, you know. Let some of that negativity pop through, so we can acknowledge it. And look, not another word said from Blake. You know, after we expressed to him what's really going on here, he didn't want to take the time to heal and grow and find the medicine. He wanted to pass that boulder of pain. You know, maybe he'll pop back in at some other time and have a clearer understanding of what we're doing here, and we could help him out. You know, what am I to say? I don't know. I don't speak because I know. I speak because I'm seeking the truth. I don't really want to leave my car sitting here at Dunkin', so we're going to walk back over to the car after a little walk. I'm not sure what today is. What are they doing? I was going to do some spark driving. It's too damn beautiful, I think, to be driving around, spark driving. I think it's a blessed day to be doing this. I just got a text back from that person in Buffalo that said they'd give me a call in an hour. I don't understand how they could offer me $4,500 without seeing it, or them living in Buffalo. It doesn't seem to make any sense. But you know, that might be a scam. I don't care. We're gonna take everything for face value, right? Take everything with a grain of salt and take it for face value, I suppose. This thing's broken too. I don't even know if it'll sit there. It might sit there without the other thing. Oh, there it does. There it does. All right, bam. Headliner's coming down. That's all right. Ooh, look at that. Fixed it like a glove. 4,500. That's what I'm looking to get out of it. That, you know, if I could get that, that would be great. Yeah, I've gotten a couple lowball offers. I had this really awesome gentleman offer me 10 grand for it, or not 10 grand. Offer me 3 grand because that's all he had, and I'd love to sell it to him, but I got to take care of me, right? You know, I just said that because I was feeling silly. Clowns. I appreciate your silly nature. MD. M Dizzle. OG of OGs. Feel free to express yourself today. All it takes is a open, honest expression of how you're feeling to get up onto the ceiling of champions. I know you can't see many here, but they're all over the place. Everroo's up there, Mr. Howell, Beth, James, Misled Utopia, G. Stoney, Roger, Hayes, Papa Jack. None of your biz. I remember him. He was cool. DraftKings Sportsbook. We hope to see him back again soon. But yeah, we're looking to not just tell you how to accept help. I mean, what I've found, the medicine I've found, you know, but also to, you know, try to, you know, that's part of getting help and accepting help, right? Is accepting others' points of view, accepting that, you know, what you have and what helps you may help me. And then MD's not crazy. Of course you're not. We're all mad here, MD. Maybe just a little bit. Or maybe not at all. I think that's, you know, it's, what is normal, right? What is normal? A perception that certain people give of equilibrium. Is that normal? I want to normalize open, honest communication. I want to normalize expressing yourself in a positive and loving way. Let's make that normal. Yes, it's time for tea. Mad Hatter's always been a something of mine. I've always enjoyed the Mad Hatter. But I'm glad that you recognize that, because it's my very happy on birthday today. I hope you're out there enjoying your very happy on birthday. I hope that we're able to, you know, share some of these tools. I hope sharing some of these tools that I've found about accepting help and what help means, and how we can help ourselves, accepting help in yourself. Get up, get a glass of water, take care of yourself today. 23 people, and we've got 74 and 20, so 74% of 23 people. Thank you guys for the thank you all for being kind sirs and gentlemen and missuses and whatnot, and answering the survey we have going on today. Give me a better understanding and help us all to know that we, you know, you're not the only one that might struggle with help, might struggle with asking for help. You know, there's a lot of beautiful medicine out there, that even accepting ourselves, helping ourselves can be something. That could be the first step if you're not allowing yourself to help you. and whatever it means in this moment. In the past, it's meant jumping in this POS Dodge Avenger that I tore the passenger seat out, and the back seat's in it now. But believe it or not, it's not bolted in. There's usually a foam mattress that goes into the trunk, and I've run across the country. If you're interested, check out my playlist, the Galactic Avenger, and you'll see how it's usually set up. I'm back here at the old homestead now, trying to finding an equilibrium so that I can not be running when I travel, so that we can continue this conversation of doing, and defining the next right thing as we move forward together. And we will be traveling again soon to the Parthenons of Tennessee, and to the natural water slides of southern Pennsylvania, and to the amazing human beings that live in Pennsylvania and Georgia, and to the amazing oasis in St. Pete, that is the pier where you could park at a rest area for $1.25 to get on the bridge, and you could park right on the ocean, which blows my fucking mind. There's a rest area. If you're ever in St. Pete, again, it's one of my favorite places in the universe. There's a rest area on either side of the pier. If you go to the southern rest area and you take a left towards the pier instead of a right towards the rest area, there's like a 2-mile strip of like sandy and palm trees that like drops off right into the ocean, and you could park there and stay overnight. I was told by a police officer 2 time periods: morning, afternoon, or afternoon, night, and then you got to go for a while. I've been lonely for 6 months and homeless. I'm a man. You are. We appreciate you we appreciate you expressing yourself, man. That struggle is real. I know you're going through some struggles there, Scott W., but you got to admit, right, it's starting to express yourself and being open about it helps, correct? Today, you're a man. Get a gym, do some push-ups. You're right. Yesterday, I went out and cleaned up a torn down shed and helped my stepmother, piled up a big thing, had a huge bonfire, had a good dinner with some people that I care for. TC Bros. Well, TC to you too there, brother. I don't know what that means. I'm a little, when it comes to the acronyms. So sorry, Scott W. Here's the thing, MD. There's no need to be sorry. Scott W is pushing through, and he's doing amazing things, man. You're doing amazing things by being who you are. You're making the best of your scenario, and you're motivating people around you, man. There ain't no reason to feel sorry for that. Snow, we were actually just talking about you, buddy. There you are, right there up under the ceiling of champions, where you belong. How you doing today there, Snow? Feel like expressing yourself? Any kind of tips or tricks you can tell us that help you accept help from you or from others, or a piece of the puzzle that helps you to find peace? We do got this. I believe that in this moment. Yeah, and don't, that's the last thing that I know that I want is people to be sorry, and, whatever I'm going through, don't be sorry. It's going to be all right, man. There's no need for any of that. What we do need is just acknowledge that Scott W is doing his best. I'm doing my best here, and that we're developing something here. We're starting back from scratch, of course, but who cares? I don't care. These numbers right here, they don't mean shit. What matters is that we're having open, honest communication with each other, and and that there's love and compassion in this world, and we're making connections. Snow, how you doing? Please let us know. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, I know. Smoking and hitting an e-cigarette is wrong with me. My stepmother gave me this, and I'm telling myself I'm going to use that to minimize smoking stoves, but then I get too into the e-cigarette. The quitting's coming along the pipe. I'll be honest with you, my 16-year-old nephew has been vaping, and I got to sit down and chat with him, and I'm stirred up about, making a deal with him that we can both quit. Maybe that'll help me, because I really don't want him to be wrapped up in this shit. Yeah, you say that you're growing, but you're 5'2", and you've been that way for a while. Well, you're emotionally growing every single day because you're an open, honest person, and that's a beautiful thing, MD. I appreciate you and who you are in any given moment. This therapy for me is a beautiful thing, being around you amazing human beings so that I can find the light at the end of the tunnel. We're all doing the best we can, and our scenarios suck in all different ways, but what we can do is find a good solid base. And Scott W, you're right, man. I got to start working out. I got that gym membership. I got to stop making serious threats and start getting there in the morning. Now that I'm getting my head back on straight, that's going to be something. I'm spending some time with my niece. She's at my sister's right now, but I'm picking her up later, and or maybe even this afternoon do some hiking because I think I'm over the whole trying to spark drive today. Um, that thing is actually pretty good, but I shouldn't be smoking that. I just had a cigarette. Fucking horrible. 24 votes we have. 75 people out of 24. Understand how it is to ask for help or accept help, even help from ourselves. I know that being in that painful place, I subconsciously torture myself. You know, I start to feel horrible, and I don't eat right. I don't drink right. I don't hydrate, and I don't reach out to the people that care for me or listen to the good music that needs to be listened to for me to find a sense of peace. Amen. Manifesting $7 million. I'll take one of those seven if you're up for it. Keep on manifesting, brother. Positive vibes, positive. I don't know if So here's the thing: expectations, right? We got to let it be what it is. If we go out there, I think that manifesting positivity in a general way works. The vision board thing I heard is good. And manifesting is, thank you for that beautiful tool. We got to manifest positivity in our life. We have to accept the way that positivity comes into our life, because very rarely in life is it going to come into your life the way that you want it to. Very rarely in life is that positivity going to be, you're going to manifest $7 million. Very highly unlikely that's going to happen. But if you put positive vibes out there, something positive will happen. Nothing positive is going to happen sitting on the couch. Nothing positive is going to happen sitting in your own bubble. Nothing new and different is going to happen. Whether it be positive, you might get out there, it might be negative. It comes back to that concept of how failing's okay, right? Fail 1,000 times. 10 no's and a yes is still yes, right? But you're not going to get any yeses unless you get those 10 no's. Get out there and experience life and accept what is. Manifest a baby. Yeah, a little baby. Wouldn't that be something? I go back and forth with whether thinking I'd be a good pappy or not. I think that it could be a beautiful thing. Take care of my nieces and nephews and be connected with my family. Yeah, my niece is a cutie pie too. Misled Utopia has put her up on his channel a couple times if you're interested in seeing Kaya. And I've got nieces and nephews that are a bit older. My niece now that I'm spending time with lives in Watertown, and her husband's deployed, and it's good for both of us to spend time. It's another little piece of medicine, despite the struggle with biological family that I have. I'll be open and honest about that. It's been chaos, and I'm turning a page when it comes to being involved and finding a distance with them, and knowing what I can and can't change, and knowing that when they called me a control freak when I was younger, they were right, because I could help them if they just listened to me and I made them do what that they need to do. I can't make anybody do anything. All I can do is do what we're doing here, express ourselves in an open way. Pardon me while I poison myself with nicotine. But that goal has become clearer and clearer too, to move forward from that. Anyhowsin', it was a pleasure chatting with you today. I'm not sure what today is going to bring or where I'm going or where I'm headed. I think I'm going to go pick up my niece and nephew and then go to Pratt's Falls. I haven't been there in quite, or Clark's Reservation. Clark's Reservation sounds fun. I'm going to pick them up. We're going to go to Clark's Reservation and, get them out of the house and spend some time with my niece and nephew. My nephew's struggling a little bit with some things. Spend some more time with him, as I haven't been around because of my struggle with being around biological family. But you take care of too, MD. Take care of you. Get out there and do something for you today. DYI, yo Scott, great to see you, man. Hey, DYI, it's great to see you too. Before we go, DYI, how you been? How you doing? Good, bad, or indifferent, would love to know. Please express yourself. That would mean a lot to me. Some little hearts up here off the sounder. The little double tappy on that screen would be nice if you feel so inclined. Have a lovely day, everyone, says MD. Have a blessed and lovely day. It can only be what we make it. And if you're struggling and any of this rings true, and you need a little bit more, kind of check out Coffee Talk. I got a Coffee Talk there. That's me and my brother-in-law talking. I did all the graphics, and I'm very proud of that. It's on my YouTube channel. It's the first thing there on the page. It's interesting to watch. It's thought provoking and something I put my heart and soul into. IFV, not good, man. DYI says not good. My house is messed up from Milton, but I gotta get through it. DYI, we're gonna put you up onto the ceiling of champions. We're filling up the visor today. Thank you, DYI, very much for expressing yourself. Um, I wish we could help you. Where exactly are you at? Um, I don't know. I don't know how that would help. I wish I could get down and help you out. Maybe that could be a possibility. Maybe that could be the next right thing. I've been thinking about that. I know a lot of people are struggling down there. Um, if I can get this food trailer sold and not and have some money for a better vehicle set aside, the Galactic Avenger will make it on another trip. Maybe I could help you figure it out if there's anything I could do down there because I'm looking for the next right thing. Um, keep our eyes and hearts open for the next right thing. Sounds rough. We're praying for you, DYL. Why is it DYI? It's DYL. Sorry about that, DYL. And I wrote DYL too, but I keep saying DYI. Take care. Have a good day. PR, I'm glad you're still around. I was wondering. I was hoping you heard me in the things I had to say because you really made an impact today, PR. With you expressing yourself was a beautiful thing, and it was beyond appreciative. And just do your best to pour out that poison. All good, man. I appreciate y'all. Well, DYL, we're here for you, brother. We're here for you, and do the next right thing. It'll exceed your greatest expectations. But know that we can't control what that destiny is, and know that. That there's a plan through this pain, there's a lesson through this pain and through this struggle, and I don't know what that is. I'm seeking. I don't know the answers. I don't speak because I know the truth. I speak because I'm seeking it. There, DYL. Take care and have a great day. PR, it was a pleasure. This man was stumbling over his lawnmower crying. I said, what's wrong? And he said, I just going through a rough patch. That's absolutely amazing. That's amazing that you did so, MD. Do that today. Reach out to your brothers and sisters and know that there's deep emotional healing in being compassionate to somebody in pain. That's helping yourself. That's helping yourself. Yeah, MD, you helped yourself. You over grass. It wasn't over the grass. I highly. Oh, it's a joke. I wasn't. I thought I was making a point. I thought you did something kind. Well, if you get the opportunity and you find yourself in that situation, do that kind thing and open your heart. He was having a rough patch. The roof. I didn't even get the joke. Way over my frontal lobe there, MD. Again, I appreciate you all. DYL, thank you for coming in today. We're going to be, part of the medicine is doing this a little bit more. Thank you, Scott W., for encouraging me to jump on today, right at the perfect time. And wish me luck with the food trailer. Wish me luck with life. Wish me luck with accepting help. Wish me luck with making these phone calls. Wish me luck with getting back on here. And I wish you love and luck with whatever you've got going on and whatever you're going through today. You got about 30 seconds to express yourself if you want to get up onto the ceiling of champions, good, bad, or indifferent, before I cut out of here. Find the compassion and love and appreciation inside yourself to accept help today. Even if that help means replacing one negative thought with one positive one, even if you don't believe it. I believe it. You're worth it. And it sounds cheeseball. You're worth it. And everything's going to be okay. It might not be okay right now, but it will be. We just got to start taking these positive steps to move forward with compassion, love, and appreciation in our heart for ourselves, our family, and our community, as I was taught by a great man. And that order is the only way it works. And I appreciate everybody being open today. I appreciate you all being honest and compassionate and loving. All of these things can be a struggle. They are a struggle. And if you're struggling with that, you are a good human being. If you're worried about it, you are a good human being. Because someone who isn't is not worried about it. That's the big thing I want you to keep close to your heart today. Because you wouldn't be struggling with am I or if I am or that I am this POS if you were a complete POS. Join the adventure on the YouTube. become a fellow member of our turtle herd here, and check out Coffee Talk. A little bit of motivational love and inspiration, and there's a blues album on there. There's a lot of different fun stuff in the shorts. If you look under playlists, it's not all this. There's a lot of fun, a lot of traveling, a lot of beautiful stuff. Check me out and how I turned my car into a camper car and a Galactic Avenger in that playlist, and comment on some of the stuff on there. You'll be heard. I respond to all my comments. And I'm adamant about communicating and being open. And I appreciate everybody, especially our Turtle Herd members. And all you have to do is click that subscribe button and know that you're not alone. And that notification button will help you know when we come on here and we discuss these things, and we work on figuring out a way to accept help, when we work on figuring out a way to find love for ourselves, and open ourselves up, and put down the stigma of shame that comes along with the admission of whatever's going on with us, to dump out that cup of poison that's so toxic, and to stop handing the boulder of pain. With that being said, I'm off like a herd of turtles, and I hope to hear from you all soon. I look forward to seeing you all again, and yeah, check out cool stuff in my playlist. There's some cool shit in there. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm off like a herd of turtles. Tippy-tie, tip-tie, toodle day. With a zip